England returned to headquarters at Twickenham on Saturday to face old rivals Scotland. The Calcutta Cup clash took on extra significance for the hosts as their Six Nations title hopes were handed a huge boost by Wales beating Ireland earlier in the day. Stuart Lancaster made 2 changes to the starting lineup, bringing back fullback Mike Brown after his head injury layoff. He replaced Alex Good, and Courtney Lawes also returned in place of George Cruz. Some changes to the bench as well, with Kieran Brooks, Jeff Parling and Tom Wood all coming in. Scottish head coach Vern Cotter brought in Matt Scott to replace the injured Alex Dunbar at inside centre. Dougie Fife, Finn Russell, David Denton and Jim Hamilton all made returns. England looked determined to start the game brightly, and following some strong work from the pack to maul the ball forward, Luther Burrell was set free to run clear. They weren't able to capitalise, but a statement of intent put down. 3 minutes later and the hosts would get another opportunity. Jack Noel with some strong running helping to set up the platform, and a familiar combination of George Ford to Jonathan Joseph providing the score. Joseph continuing his fine Six Nations form with a 4th try in 4 games. Ford then added the extras with the help of the post. Scotland fullback Stuart Hogg was set to be in for a busy afternoon. He had to make 2 try-saving tackles in the first half, firstly to stop his opposite number Brown, and then Exeter winger Noel stopped in his tracks by the Scottish number 15. England were to be punished for not finishing their opportunities though. With virtually their first attack of the match, Scotland scored through Mark Bennett, Greg Laidlaw converting to level the scores up at 7-all. Lancaster's men came on strong again though, powerful running from Billy Vunipola forcing Scotland to give away a penalty for offside. Chris Robshaw opted for the 3 points and Ford duly delivered. Scotland through Laidlaw then responded with a penalty of their own after Dan Cole was guilty of an infringement. Scores level again and England thought they were through for a second try just past the half-hour mark, only to be called back for a forward pass from Ford. And the visitors would go into the break ahead following another Laidlaw penalty. England 13-10 down and with work to do in the second half. They would start brightly in the second, as they did in the first though. Another wave of attacks in the Scottish 22 eventually resulted in fly-half Ford going over, choosing to throw the dummy and step in nicely for his first Six Nations try. He would convert his own score as England took the lead again at 17-13. And Ford would get another opportunity to land points with the boot, and he wouldn't pass it up. England now 7 clear. Just before the hour mark, the hosts found another gap in the Scottish backline, with Anthony Watson dancing into some space. Tommy Seymour this time the saviour for the Scots. Three minutes later and England thought they'd found what would be a crucial score in securing the match. Mike Brown put clear by James Haskell, and this time getting away from the grasp of Stuart Hogg and crossing the line. The referee called for the TMO though, and rightly ruled the pass from Haskell to have been forward.
Okay, now try a scrum, 42 meters, 8 meters for blue ball.
Ford missed an opportunity from the tee to take England 2 scores ahead, but it turned out to be a positive miss as England recovered the ball after it cannoned back off the post and recycled it well to eventually give Jack Noel the chance, and the Exeter flyer made no mistake with a clinical finish. That took the lead to 25-13, and that's how the score would stay. England bouncing back from defeat with a win back at home. Tries from Joseph, Ford and Noel doing the damage. They now top the Six Nations on points difference, and Stuart Lancaster will be looking towards next week's final fixture against France. Wales and Ireland still have a chance to claim the title themselves, but England will be optimistic they can claim back the Six Nations crown. The final score from Twickenham, England 25, Scotland 13.